Welcome to day 12 of the 30-day diet and lifestyle mindset challenge with me, Julie. So today we are going to give some food for thought about protein. So whether you're a meat eater, a flexitarian, a pescatarian, vegetarian or vegan, you have to have protein. Our bodies need protein for a whole host of things. And probably the first thing you'd be thinking of is probably muscles and tendons, but also our immune system needs protein, as do our chemical messengers like our hormones and neurotransmitters. Our blood won't clot without protein, and our cells would have a really hard time communicating without it too. And if your skin did not have the proteins, collagen and elastin, well, we'd all be looking very different, I can tell you. Now, whatever your protein preferred choice, your body actually can't use it straight away. It has to be broken down into its individual elements, those individual building blocks, which are actually called amino acids. So protein is just a very, very long chain of all these different amino acids put together. And there are 20 different kinds of amino acids, and 9 of which are what we call essential, meaning our bodies can't make them, and we have to get them from our food. So imagine a colourful bead necklace with each colour representing one amino acid. And you could thread your beads in a whole host of different ways, creating a long chain or a shorter chain. Our bodies are going to be using these amino acids, as I said, like a building block, sticking them together in different ways and different combinations to basically create different kinds of proteins. So if you've ever heard of the term a peptide, well, that's anywhere from 2 to 49 beads stuck together in a certain sequence. If you have more than 50 of those amino beads stuck together, then you can call your bead necklace a protein. So, okay, the science stuff, let's get that out of the way. But I wanted you to know this because it will help you understand more about your protein choices. So remember, there are 9 amino acids that our body can't make, so we're going to have to get them from our diet. So now, let's ask ourselves the question today, where is your protein coming from? I mean, is it things like milk, yogurt, cheese, meat? It comes from also from poultry, fish, seafood, and eggs. And those kind of proteins I've just mentioned are often referred to as what we call complete proteins because they contain all the essential amino acid beads that our bodies can't make. Now, there are some complete plant-based sources of protein too, like quinoa, amaranth, hemp, pea, and soya. But other plant proteins are incomplete because they only provide some, but not all of those essential amino acids. So incomplete plant-based proteins are things like grains, nuts, seeds, nut butters, and legumes like lentils and chickpeas. And I say this because if you are vegan and you're not having any meat sources at all, then it's really important over the course of your day to have a lot of variety of plant-based protein sources, because that way you can get those really the full spectrum of those really important essential amino acids. And on the whole, everyone could probably benefit from diversifying their protein sources as well, and perhaps even reducing down the consumption of meat. It's not only beneficial for our health, but it's also good for the planet. And if you are going to consume animal protein, then, try to make sure it's of the best possible quality you can afford and preferably organic. So when my clients tell me that organic or better cuts of meat or fish are so expensive, I'm just going to advise them to, reduce down the number of meat-based meals per week to maybe 2 or 3, and that's going to save money. And then they can use those savings to buy good quality organic produce when they do want to eat animal protein. And lots of people do actually report feeling so much better when they adapt that meat size of portion that they're eating as well, and the types of meat. And people do say as well, when they switch to a plant-based whole food diet, they also feel like they've got a bit more get up and go. So if you haven't already given it a try out, put that on your list of must tries for this year, sort of cutting down the number of your meat meals, or focusing on smaller amounts but of better quality. There are literally hundreds of recipes out there to tempt and inspire you and to try different things. So what goal will you make this week about protein? Write it in the comments, and by doing this, it will help you achieve it. So thanks again for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow.